In this video, I'm going to go over how we generated our client $300,000 in 5 months. Mind you, this being a brand new company, so it just started from the ground up. Zero online presence, zero marketing, just relied on word of mouth and referrals. So let's dive right in. We'll keep it straight and short. But before we start, my name is Leighton. I am the co-founder of Contractor Scout. We are contracting growth partners. We work with remodelers, roofers, and builders all across the board. But yeah, let's dive right in. So this is Ranked One Roofing. They are a Southern Florida company that services all of Southern Florida. This is Adrian Ryan. They are the business owners right here in this picture. One of them is actually an active firefighter, which is really, really cool. But mainly when we first met them, they were relying 100% on referrals and word of mouth. They didn't have any social media accounts, no Facebook pages or anything like that. So they practically had zero online presence. They did have a website, they did have a CRM and some backend systems, but no ads, no leads, and no online pipeline. They did offer both shingles and metal roofing as well as tile, and that mattered, and we're going to get into why that mattered here in a moment. At first, what we did was we did extensive market research. So there's a tool called the Facebook Ads Library. And what you can do is if you look up Facebook Ads Library, you can go in there and you can look up things like Southern Florida Roofing or Florida Roofing or wherever it is that you're located in your market for your contracting business. And you can see how many active ads are running in your market. So when we looked up Florida Roofing, and we decided to fine tune down into Southern Florida, but overall in general, Florida had over 2,200 active ads running in the market. So this was a tier 3 competitive market, which means there was a lot of competition going on and a lot of ads that are currently being shoved in front of homeowners' faces. And what we did was we took all this information, found the most winning ads, see what angles were the most saturated, plugged it into our trained AI to build us a custom market plan that we built out for Ranked One Roofing. And the decision that we made essentially, since this company was offering more than just shingle roofing, the most saturated service that was in their market was shingles. Everyone's running shingle ads, everyone's running storm ads, retail. It would be kind of a race to the bottom, and everyone was also kind of running price ads as well for shingles. So we devised a plan to pretty much split test it between the two, metal and shingle roofing. And we would then figure out what was going to be a better service to advertise for them, where they can get most of their money. One of the biggest things that agencies and roofers and contractors in general get wrong is that they think, okay, my main service is shingles, so I'm going to go advertise for that. And that's a commodity now. There's so many companies out there advertising on that, depending on where your market is and the services you offer. If you offering something like metal roofing or tile roofing or roof coatings or things like that, if you're able to do it, then I would recommend utilizing those niches that you have within your business to advertise. So that way you can advertise in a market that's much less saturated and you get a lot more results for cheaper, especially if you're online or you're doing online advertising. So through the split test, we actually ended up seeing that the metal roofing ads won. So if you look at the screenshot right here, where it says Hope and Blown Away, those are two shingle ads that we ran. And then you can see that both of them only got one lead at a $63 and $47 cost per lead, which in general, this is a really good metric, even for shingles. But we decided, and we looked at metal image and metal video. So these are the two metal angles that we ran for them, one image and one video. And we got a $30 and a $27 cost per lead. Now, mind you, this is the campaign viewed over the 5 months, so it's the average. When we first started out, the metal roofing was as low as $14 cost per lead. So every time they spent $14, they had someone go onto the landing page, sign up, and become a lead pretty much. So that's what we determined. And another thing that we set up for them is this is the part that most agencies and marketers skip, is building out a proper automation sequence in the backend. Most people just throw up simple things like, hey, we got your appointment, or hey, you signed up for a lead, we'll call you instantly, things like that. And yes, they do work and you should have them. It's better than nothing. But what we found that works best for highest conversion rates is to be able to build out a complex set of automations that not only they're automated, but they sound human as well. They're interactive. And we like to send out a picture of the actual owner of the company whenever someone signs up for a roof, so that they can see your face. And we tell like a mini story for anyone who signs up about the company, the history behind the company and the owners. And this helps indoctrinate the homeowner in the sales process a lot more, so they know, like, and trust you more, and you can treat the sale more as a referral rather than a cold lead. And throughout that process, let's say the lead books a week in advance or a couple days out. During those reminders, we also send out indoctrination messages, emails, basically to educate the homeowner on the process of roofing, so that before Ryan and Adrian's able to show up, these guys are already pre-educated on the company, how the process of roofing and quoting for their services actually works, so they know what to actually expect, helping them get a better close rate. So after that, once we generated them a bunch of appointments and leads, they now had trouble actually keeping track of all their jobs, the checklists and the things they need to do, all the stages of closing the job and building out the job. So we built a custom pipeline for them inside of our software to pretty much track all the stages in their work. As you can see here in the screenshot, we've split it up into 4 different stages, helping them with the closing process and the building process as well, building them a checklist, kind of almost like a task manager for them. And as you can see in this pipeline, there's over $379,000 in signed contracts, not prospects, signed contracts. And now, mind you, around 300,000 of that came from us, and the rest came from other jobs that they built from their own stream of revenues, like referrals and things of sorts. So these are just a couple of screenshots of the sizes of jobs that we were able to get them. It pretty much ranged from low end to high end, but the majority of them were metal roofing. For example, there was a really big $50,000 metal roofing job, residential metal roofing job that we got them here. Another 18,000, 15,000, 12,000, 29,000, and 10,000 right there. And with that result, we were able to generate Ryan and Adrian over $300,000 in their company within the first 5 to 6 months of them starting their company. So they spent around $9,951 in ad spend. They got 346 leads, with about 50% of those turning into booked appointments. So if you do the math there, that's a 30-time returns on ad spend. So every dollar they put into their ads, they made 30 back. So if you're a roofing company or a contracting company, remodeling or builder, and you want someone to set up a system like this for you, then go ahead, go in our description, click the link below, and book a call with either me or my business partner, Aiden, and we can walk through and see if this is an actual fit for your company. Thank you for watching. In the future, we're going to be posting a lot more content on how we actually build these things out in depth. So honestly, we're here just to provide value, and a lot of the companies nowadays, they don't provide a lot of value. So we want to basically be as transparent as possible for you and show you the ropes and get you to a point where you're getting on your feet as a contracting business owner. But if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. And if you want to talk to us and see if this is something that's a fit for you, go in the link in the description, click on it, book a call, and we'll talk to you on there.